Need for Speed Most Wanted was such a massive hit that people are still talking about it. The day I'm making this video is its 20th birthday, which is older than some of you. Damn, I am old. But there is another Most Wanted game from 2012, released 7 years after the first one. It's not as popular, but I wanted to find out if it was better or just a bootleg version of 2005. There are a few things we need to cover while comparing the two games. The first being the story of the game, because I can't just drive around for no reason. Is anybody out there? Somebody chase me! Crap, I'm all alone. Second, I'll be covering the graphics of the game itself. I know the games were released 7 years apart, but it's standard procedure. Third being the community of the game. A good game often means that the community is still alive and still loves the game. The fourth being the gameplay. This includes the experience of the game overall. And Miscellaneous. This covers the customization of the car, how the police races feel, cop radio, and etc. I want to start with the 2005 Most Wanted because it obviously came first. Getting into the story, you start off as a new racer in Rockport who drives the wet dream of every man. This bad boy was so special that only 10 were made, 4 of which were race cars and 6 of which were street versions. Only 3 of those 6 were ever sold, and you happen to be driving one. Hearing this would be enough to make any teenager in the mid-2000s cream their pants. You have one goal. It is to be the worst driver in Rockport. To do this, you must first face off against Razor and his boys. You beat 2 of them and things are looking great. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to mention, you have a pretty hot girlfriend. You end up having a talk with Razor and find out that the winner gets to take the loser's car. Hey, but it's no biggie since we're winning anyways. The restart button's always there. So you start racing Razor and your car breaks down. Where's my restart? No, where's my restart button? Turns out they cheated by tampering with your car.
How's your car running?
The police are then called, and with no car you can't really go anywhere on foot. So you get arrested. But it's no big deal because Harvey Specter is your lawyer and pleads in court that you couldn't be racing if you didn't have a car. So you get bailed, but turns out Razor was using your sweet car while you were gone to become the most wanted. So now you have another objective aside from being the worst driver. Now you also have a personal vendetta to beat Razor and get your car back. You climb through the leaderboard slowly but carefully and beat Razor.
You want these? You're gonna have to take them.
But wait, remember the hot girlfriend? Yeah, she's been undercover all along.
Oh no!
Knowing it would be a huge bust, she gets the police. So everybody gets arrested. Everyone but you. Turns out she still cares about you. And since your car is so fast, you drive across an unbuilt bridge and manage to run away from the police. That is so cool. Moving on to 2012, the story goes like this. You're in a town called Fairhaven, and you want to become the worst racer around, and... Wait, that's it? What? There are no characters, no protagonist. I mean, yeah, well there's you, but there's no people. There's just a female voice that tells you what's happening.
If you can find them, you can them.
And after finishing the game, you just get another voice line?
Congratulations. You've outchased and outraced everyone. You took on the best drivers in the city and blew them away. You are the most wanted.
Well, at least we got cutscenes. Moving on to graphics, honestly for a game that was released 20 years ago, it looks really nice. When the car speeds up, there is a slight blur in the background making the game feel faster. There is a piss filter all over the game making it look a little dead, but that's what people liked in the early 2000s. I mean, have you heard the music tracks? Overall, not bad. How about 2012? Well, it surprisingly looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. There were sparks while colliding, the ambience, the environment, the details of every street is on point. It looks very realistic. The car gets damaged in this game when you mess up, but even the damages of the car look surreal. It looks amazing. 2012 gets a point here. Every person I have spoken to absolutely adores this game and I do not know why. Maybe it was a big chunk of their childhood because I know it was mine. It's crazy how many people still talk about this game and play it so very often. There is a huge modding community out there. Some add new cars, some change the music, and others, well, they just take it to another level. They make the seemingly old looking game brand new. I find it difficult to believe that these two are the same game. Moving on to 2012, every single person in this community, without a doubt, 100% hates this game. I know some of you are going to say that it's not that bad, but this isn't my review of the game. Most people just don't like this game, and you're about to find out why. Getting into the gameplay, 2005 Most Wanted still to this day makes me shit myself by giving me an adrenaline rush. The music during the chase is exhilarating. It makes me forget entirely that I'm in a game. Even though I'm finished with the game, I still find myself going back to driving the pursuits for fun, to relax after a long day, or just go into a long solo race without police or traffic just to have a peaceful drive. Moving on to 2012, I don't really know how to say this nicely, but I'll say it anyways. The game feels like shit, the cars handle like shit, and the police cars feel like a nuisance. You can't even get rid of them easily. The heat levels barely mean anything. Honestly, it all felt the same to me. I couldn't even tell what the difference was. Also, your car can crash in a game where you're supposed to ram the shit out of other cars. Who the f in EA thought that this was a good idea? Also, maybe some of you would argue, oh, it makes the game feel more realistic. Does it though? You just go back to normal right afterwards.
Hello there.
Not to mention, the AI for the police are absolute garbage. Like, dude, you're trying to detain me, not kill me. Not even close. Moving on to the Miscellaneous, there's a lot in this game considering that it was so long ago. It's a racing game, so you have flashy cars, you can modify them however you like. It was fun getting pink slips of other racers too. There's also a ton of radio voices for the police to make the game feel real.
Attention Patrol Northeast. Police are in a Code 3 pursuit of a fleeing suspect. Last known direction is west. Northwest on Highway 201. Calls be handled Channel 2.
I kid you not, there's over 10,000 voice lines for the pursuit alone. You can tune your cars to meet certain requirements for each race. You can lower top speed for acceleration, for tight corners, vice versa, and so on. If that's too complicated for you, then it's okay, you can just avoid it. You get to upgrade your car and make it better after beating each blacklist, which is pretty simple. There are pursuit breakers all over the map, allowing you to use them for straight up manslaughter. Chaos is often fun in a game like this. Moving on to 2012, there is more variations in the car you can drive. A lot more than 2005. The cars here are flashier and look nicer. You can change the color of the car, but it's always random. That's it. You cannot customize your car the way you want in a car game. I have never played a game so reluctantly in my entire life before. I did it solely so I could make this video for you guys so you don't ever have to play this game. The police radio sounds like straight up boomers trying to learn meme culture. It's cringe as shit.
Oh, we're gonna lose them. These guys are good.
Not to mention, they're repetitive too.
Yeah, dispatch, these are some serious vehicles. We're not dealing with joyriders. Yeah, dispatch, these are some serious vehicles. We're not dealing with joyriders. Oh, we're gonna lose them. These guys are good. Yeah, dispatch, these are some serious vehicles. We're not dealing with joyriders. Oh, we're gonna lose them. These guys are good. Anyone got an idea where they're heading?
Copy that.
You know, in 2005, when you're racing blacklist drivers, there are no police involved, so you can focus on the race. But in 2012, there's police every time. And every time the heat is higher? What is even the point of the heat? They seriously interfere with the race, and since your car can crash, well, I'll just let you see for yourself. There are also spike traps in between the races, but it doesn't really affect your opponent, just you. Also, if you're in a police chase, there are no pursuit breakers. You have to outrun them, which often takes forever since the map sucks so bad, which is mostly because it lacks corners. You think you got away from the police? Well, too bad there's one in front of you right now. Also, did I mention that you can literally change your cars during a pursuit? So the cops just let you do that. Get out of your car, get into a new one, they wait for you to start it, and then start chasing you again. The police also become straight up oblivious about you when you evade them?
Suspect has evaded all units in Code 3 pursuit. Vehicle has not been located. Return to...
Bye, have a great time.
I'm pretty certain that's not how cops work. Yeah, that happens in 2005 too, but only when you haven't entered a police chase after getting busted. So you're innocent. This guy clearly isn't. You can customize your car by upgrading its performance. Except that it's not even an upgrade, but rather a trade. You lose some stats depending on the upgrade you get, which is pretty annoying when you don't know what you're doing. I just want to play the game, not pull out a calculator. Remember the spikes in the race that I mentioned earlier? Yeah, well, you have the option to upgrade your car while you're racing. So you can change the tires and return to normal if you're fast enough. If I just start breaking every little thing down about this game, this video is going to be 2 hours long. Let's just have some mercy for this game and just give 2005 the point. All of the points have been covered, and I can happily say that 2005 Most Wanted will always keep its spot. There is no doubt about it, we all just kind of saw it coming. If you've watched my previous video, then you already know 2005 Most Wanted gets an overall 9.8 out of 10. 2012 Most Wanted, however, 2 out of 10. I hate this game with every cell in my body. And when people tell you that this game is bad, believe me that they're being nice, because bad is an understatement. Yeah, this game sucks! If you like this video, then I strongly suggest you watch my other video on Most Wanted. Or you can watch something else. And subscribe.